2 media coursework we were given a brief. This had 2 tasks on it. We decided to pick the promotional package, which involved making an album cover for the song of our choice, and also a music video and a website. Firstly, we decided to research into professional music videos to get a feel, and we also looked into Andrew Goodwin's Dancing in the Distraction Factory to give us an understanding of the forms and conventions needed to create a professional music video. At first, we looked at songs that we all preferred from different genres. We then collectively decided that indie rock would be the genre we wanted to use. We started looking into bands such as The Smiths, Oasis and the Arctic Monkeys. But quickly the whole group agreed that Arctic Monkeys was the best group as they were very iconic and we all loved them. We chose the song Do I Wanna Know by Arctic Monkeys, but soon realised that the music video for it was very plain and also cartoon. Instantly we wanted to be innovative and create a video that has real people to convey the intimacy required for such an emotional song. We started to research into music videos in the indie rock genre and soon realised that many were band performance or a very basic narrative. This way it helps you to focus on the lyrics and the emotion of the song rather than a story behind it. Andrew Goodwin states music videos are simply an extension of the lyrics. This therefore meant that we were able to just create a band performance, as the song is a very heartfelt one and therefore the emotion on the singers' faces would evoke much more emotion in the audience rather than just doing a narrative. We also noticed that the indie rock genre videos are quite plain and basic. This is to convey the emotion. We also noticed that some are black and white, and this was used throughout many of the videos and CDs. For example, the Kaiser Chiefs, Kings of Leon, Mumford & Sons and the Killers have all used very plain and basic videos. As well as this, solo artists have used band performances such as Ed Sheeran and Jamie T. To plan our video, we all came together and had a conversation on the key aspects we need to focus on to make our music video emulate a real music video.
Location is key to showcase our chosen song. It can determine the audience's concept of the genre without even hearing the song. Research shows location was very bare or set in large-scale rooms. We chose quite a large location similar to the research, but quickly decided against getting all of the set in the shot, as we could not see the band members' faces clearly or them playing the guitars, and as the song is a heartfelt, emotional one, we wanted to see the emotion on the players' faces, and being closer to the band created more intimacy. The cross also added an edgy feel to our music video. The song is also very slow paced, therefore utilising the big space would not have complemented the song. The choice of shot is something that we did a lot of research into in detail and knew that we had to think about it a lot. We acknowledged that it was predominantly close-ups and wide shots used in music videos. As you can see here on the Kings of Leon, Sex on Fire, and the Killers, Somebody Told Me. In the Arctic Monkeys, Alex Turner is the main focus, and therefore we made our main singer have the most airtime. We tried to also use wide shots frequently of the band, as they are also just as important. However, we did focus mainly on the main singer. Arctic Monkeys don't really video themselves, however Alex Turner is seen here in Why Do You Only Call Me When You're High. He is the only band member to be filmed, and therefore this stresses his importance. As you can see here, we have given the band a lot of airtime and close-ups to each individual, as well as the main singer. The feedback that we received when we did our first filming session was that there wasn't enough camera movement, and they were also very shaky when comparing it to real music videos. We then saw that our music video is very static in comparison. As well as this, we got told that lip syncing was out of place in certain areas, and just generally it was rather boring and need to be spiced up a little bit. Most professional music videos use equipment to track their videos so they're not static or shaky. Some also used handheld cameras to create a more dynamic look to the video. This is something that we did not have at our disposal, therefore we had to make do with what we had. Editing is vital to making or breaking a music video. There are different tempos throughout the song, so it has to be faster and more clear-cut editing when the song speeds up, and slower transitions when the song is more mellow. Cuts between instruments and artists can be a way of motivating transitions also. We also learnt from research and audience feedback that it is vital to cut when there is a change in the song or the instrument is being played changes. This backs up Andrew Goodwin's theory that there is a relationship between the visuals and the music. When analysing the lyrics to the song, we realised that they conveyed a story. Therefore, when conversation planning, we decided that we originally wanted to have a narrative. But with more research, we then realised that it was just as easy to convey emotion through the expression on the band members' faces. Therefore, a narrative would have been too complicated and unnecessary. The lighting that we used for the rough cut was 2 stand-up spotlights, but this was very inconvenient as they were hard to work around and easy to trip up on. So therefore, when it came to filming our final cut, we decided to use the spotlights installed in the church as these were easy to work around. In the raw footage, the lighting was purple and red. This was something that at first we wanted to use, as it created a good effect and made it look more edgy. However, after we had done research, we realised that the Arctic Monkeys' main colours were black and white, and therefore we decided that the best idea was to just make our music video solely black and white to tie in with our digipack and our website. In our rough cut, we got told that the video was not in time with the music, so we realised that we needed to make a more conscious effort with the editing. With research, we also realised that it was vital when the audio is playing to show the instruments as the audience are engaged with the video, for example in Vampire Weekend's song Cousins. For all of the slower Arctic Monkeys songs, I noticed that they have used a cartoon music video rather than characters, for example in I Wanna Be Yours and 505. But editing in videos such as Fluorescent Adolescent is still seamless, which is something that we wanted to emulate in our music video. Mise-en-scène was a vital convention, which is why we did a lot of research into it. The clothing we put the boys in has a lot of influence as to what the genre is, which is why we researched in depth about it. We also asked 2 target audience members what sort of things they were interested in and where they liked to shop to try and get an understanding of what we should dress our band members in. However, we concluded that suits was the best idea purely because this is something frequently sported by the Arctic Monkeys, and as the Arctic Monkeys are a band, we wanted to dress our band members similarly so that we could show that they were also part of the Arctic Monkeys brand. We also added an MTV sign to the start of the music video to make it look like a real music video. When researching for our ancillary task, we looked into several albums in the indie rock genre to look at the style, colours and fonts. Many bands did not have themselves featuring on the cover. When researching into CDs, especially Arctic Monkeys, we realised that they used black and white as their house style and didn't tend to have themselves on the CD covers. This is something that we therefore wanted to copy when making our CD. We also added a list of songs to the back of our CD cover and kept it plain. We added copyright to make it look authentic, and the colour scheme and branding was the same throughout all of our products. For example, when researching into the Arctic Monkeys website, we saw that their name was clearly stated on every page, and the same with their CD. This is something that we wanted to adopt, trying to make it as much like the real bands as possible. When looking at indie rock websites, we saw that they were all very dull in colours and were rather plain, which is therefore what we also wanted to try and create. As Arctic Monkeys are instantly related with black and white, it was an easy colour scheme to uphold throughout all of our products. By following the conventions, we feel we have created a brand and product that our target audience would buy into, therefore making our task a success.